Hey everybody, what's going on? It's Monday, December 14th, 2020. Ted with you. And in the UK, we have a new strain supposedly ripping through the South. It's forcing 11 million more Brits into Tier 3 lockdown. Tier 3 lockdown is basically what's going on when restaurants have to close. You can only do takeout. You're not supposed to be in groups bigger than a certain size. But the thing that we have to be leery of is the new strain idea of this whole thing. This is what we has been a fear since this whole thing started 9 months ago, closing in on 9 months ago, is that this thing would mutate into something more powerful. And this mutation is just now coming to light as the first rounds of the vaccine are being handed out today. So this might be something that the vaccine can't even stop. This might be something that is caused by the vaccine for all we know. We really don't know anything except for there's a new deadly strain, and based on how this whole 9 months of information has gone, we don't even know what to believe. But one thing that I do know is de Blasio in New York, like I've warned about now for weeks, is saying New York City should prepare for a full shutdown. And obviously they're blaming the rise in cases and they have to get it under control. So definitely, if you're in New York, it's time to prepare. And you see, they're telling you right to your face these lockdowns are coming to the city, in the city for sure. If you can't get out, go prepare. All right? Go out. Just take a second and think to yourself about a few months ago when we went through this same lockdown phase. The things that you needed, the things that were limited, the things that were restricted, go now. Start getting those. That doesn't mean once they put the restrictions you're going to stop, but at least you have more. So when you go and you get what your limit is and you run out, you still have some that you can rely on until it's time to go get your next limit. But if you can, I would tell you to get out of the city now. Because when the time comes for the lockdown, it might be really hard to leave. And another thing is, when they do finally come out and say, okay, we're going to go into a total shutdown, a full shutdown, watch out for the words indefinitely, for the word indefinitely to be before the word lockdown. Because if that is the case, that's a scary situation because you don't know when it's going to end. At least last time they lied to us, said 3 weeks, extended it for more. But this time, if they start off with indefinitely, you should be a little bit worried about that. And it might well end up being the whole state, maybe the whole country again. Because as of today, you've got the Electoral College votes claiming that Biden is the winner. It's still quite not over, I guess. There's things in there I don't really know, but I'm hearing rumors that it's still not over, even with this being done. But the media is out there, and now leaders of the Republican Party are referring to him as president-elect. There's a good chance you might see shutdowns all over the country. So now is your chance. They're telling you in New York, at least you know in New York, time to get prepared. Everywhere else, you should already be preparing. But if this happens, you're definitely going to want to be prepared. As of yesterday, U.S. agencies and companies secure networks after a huge hack. So yesterday, they just realized that this hack was going on, even though apparently this was a very sophisticated malware hack that has been going on for quite some time. As a matter of fact, into the Obama administration. And this hack affected the Treasury, the Department of Commerce, Department of Homeland Security, and we actually still don't know what all of the implications of this hack are, but we know that it's been going on for a long time, and they got a lot of information. It was a very sophisticated espionage. So we're going to have to watch this and see what comes of it. And they're also, it has to be told, they're blaming Russia. I mean, they blame Russia for everything, right? But they're blaming Russia for this hack, specifically 2 people that work for Russia. Code names, not real names. They have it in the article. Go there, check it out for yourself. But this could lead to also a bigger conflict, and that's more reasons to get ready. This is another one too. Ramstein Air Base in Germany experiences a potential incoming missile scare. And I'm just going to read this quick first paragraph or so for you guys. Boom, boom. In a seemingly odd sequence of events today, The war zone was made aware that Ramstein Air Base in Germany, America's massive Central European military hub, alerted its personnel of a potential incoming missile strike. After the strike never materialized, the sprawling installation's command post put out a notice stating that the missile launch was then assessed to be part of a training exercise and wasn't deemed a threat to the base. So, okay, that's awesome. I don't know how they didn't know that ahead of time and it ended up coming in as a real threat and then coming as an exercise instead of being told that there was an exercise going on ahead of time. But the first thing I thought of when I read this, and go there and check the article out yourself. Don't just listen to me. Due diligence. Do it for yourself. I'm just pointing you guys in a certain direction. But anyway, after reading the article, one of the things that popped into my mind is whenever we have false flag attacks of any kind, it always seems as though there's training exercises going on coinciding with these false flag attacks, right? Like when the planes flew into the buildings that day in September, there was supposedly exercises going on, and that's what caused such a slow reaction time. So, I mean, you make of it what you want. You use your logical thinking, and you make of it what you want. And you know now that winter is there in the Northeast. You have supposedly one of the biggest snowstorms in years is about to slam the Northeast and Mid-Atlantic, claiming up to 2 feet. I guess it's from Tuesday into Thursday is the window that you have to watch for. But they're claiming you could get icy rain, heavy snows, and then a glaze of ice over the top of everything. You could get up to 2 feet. The only reason I'm bringing this up is because I'm from the Northeast, so I can tell you when they say the biggest snowstorm in years, you could get up to this. A lot of times you won't get near that. And it's almost like it's just to get you ready or whatever, prepared. You know how the weather is. It's the only job where you can be 50-50 and maintain your job. Where you can be wrong on a regular basis. It's going to rain. It's going to be sunny. You can be wrong on a regular basis and still keep your job. But they tell you all the time in the Northeast that you're going to get these big storms or this big accumulations, and then it never actually materializes into that. But also being from the Northeast, I can tell you that when these storms start rolling in, it doesn't tend to warm up too much after that. If anything, it probably gets a little colder as more storms roll in, and that snow stays on the ground sometimes for long periods of time going into these winter months. And you have this storm coming in the next few days, and within the next couple weeks, you have the ban on evictions going away. So this could get real ugly with freezing temperatures in the Mid-Atlantic and Northeast, people being thrown out of their homes and evicted in record numbers. You guys got to get ready. This is going to be a tough one. 2020 has been a really, really tough year. 2021 looks like it might be an even more wild ride. So go out if you have the opportunity. Think of the people that are about to be evicted, because I'm thinking they probably don't have the opportunity to do what we're talking about. Even, I don't care how big your stockpile is, go out now and add to that pile. Imagine the worst case scenario and then prep for something even worse than that. Because that's what we're dealing with here. These lockdowns could get worse. These hacking, espionage, acts of war basically could get worse. These fake military exercises with real life missile situations, this could all get worse. And we know these evictions are coming. I'm telling you, this economy is in meltdown. I don't care what the stock market's doing. I think that's due for a crash too. We have to get ready. We have to get a group of people together that we can rely on, because you can't do it by yourself. You need to get food, importantly, security to take care of that food. You want to have enough food to help feed family members maybe that didn't, the cognitive dissonance of your family that didn't prepare for this, but when it smacks them in the face, they have nowhere else to go but to come to you and say, okay, I was wrong. Can you give me a can of beans? You have to be ready for that. You're going to need medicines. Time is really, really running short, guys. But it's nothing to be afraid of. You have to prepare. Don't be scared. Get prepared. Anyway, see you guys tomorrow. Let me get a thumbs up. Please subscribe. Please tell somebody about me. I've been growing this beard out. I'm sick of it. I'm ready to shave it off. I'm going to go bald face as soon as I get 100 subscribers. Anyway, guys, stay safe, and I'll see you tomorrow.